One last interview for you this year, and we saved the best for last. Lumpkin County Indians golf coach Jeff Fleming. Coach Fleming, thank you so much for being on BLITZ today.
Sure, that's our pleasure.
Now, Coach, you narrowly missed state this year. You came in third in the region tournament. That's a tough region, 8 AAA. Talk about any frustrations you may have had having such a great golf team and making the region tournament and just being so close to making state but not getting in.
Well, it was our goal. Again, we were, I guess, 3 times in a row we were runner-up, and obviously we wanted to return this year in our 4th year. But, we set our goals, and, we came up short. Even though I thought at the region tournament, we had to shoot a low 13 to get in, and obviously we didn't quite do that. But, I think that's a tribute to Gainesville and North Hall, and, our region is just very, very strong in golf.
Now, Coach, you weren't entirely absent from the state tournament as Aaron George yet again defended his region title. Great determination by Aaron George, and he is a senior. Talk about the determination he had to be able to repeat as region champ and make state again and actually place third in the state tournament, and your feelings on losing him and where he ranks among Lumpkin County golfers all time.
Okay, obviously, Aaron is just a very, tough competitor, in the region tournament. The way that it worked, we kind of went out a little bit later in the morning, and, I happened to go by the 18th green, and there was a 74 already posted in the clubhouse, and then, with about 3 holes to go, I told Aaron the situation, and, he picked it up a notch there at the end, birdied a couple of holes, and came into 18, still 1 shot out of the score, and hit a great drive, hit a shot in there about 10 feet on number 18, and then made the birdie putt just to get in the playoff to be low medalist. And then obviously, with his, I guess, experience in that kind of format of, being in there before, he easily won the 3-person playoff on the first hole to repeat. It's just a great golfer. I say the same thing. I don't think he has reached his full potential yet. And then Aaron continued on at the state level, and for most of the day was the actual low medalist until the final 2 groups they came in. One on number 9, shot 67 with a birdie, and then one on number 18, shot 68. So he was the leader, in the state tournament for most of the day, but ended up third. I think it's just a great tribute to him to, Aaron did not get frustrated with our team during the season. He was our leader. He had a 71.1 stroke average all year round, and just, was a great person for the rest of the team. His score always counted, and obviously it seemed like we came up about 1 person short in most of our tournaments, and, Aaron didn't let that bother him. Just played sensational in the region and state tournament.
Now, how's that going to be trying to replace him next year? I mean, obviously those are big shoes to fill for anybody. And again, where do you, if you had to sum it up, your knowledge of the history of Lumpkin County golf that you may know of, where would he rank in that category?
I think I think that's an easy question. I think he's the best that's been through there in terms of golf. And he's got a great all-around game. He's not flustered by anything. If things doesn't go his way, he keeps fighting and competing just like in the region tournament. He wasn't playing well, but he worked through it, and I think he's the best that Lumpkin County has had really in the history of golf there. And he'll be. I don't think he can replace an Aaron George. He's been a 3-time All-State player for us, and been our number 1 golfer. All kind of tributes to him, and we are fortunate in that our number 2 and number 3 golfers are pretty good also, and of course those 2 guys will step forward next year. Austin Booker has played number 2 consistently. Probably could have been number 1 on some other teams, but next year he'll be called upon to be our ace golfer, and then Joseph Gerard will step into the number 2 slot. And despite losing some good golfers, and I guess our expectations are still to be one of those top 2 teams. And to do that, we've got to count on, I think we've got 7th, 8th graders that'll be coming up. So we're going to have to count on some young kids that are already signed up for summer golf. And, where golf's one of those games you got to basically play it year-round right now to get good at it. And that's what I've challenged those young golfers to do is, play it year-round and play it this summer and play it in the fall. So, we'll see next year where we stand. But, that's still our goal, is to be one of the top 2 teams.
Well, Coach, you definitely put Lumpkin County golf on the map. So, I mean, everyone knows the last 4 years you've been pretty solid. And, Coach, we always enjoy having you on Blitz. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to having you back on here again next year.
Sure. We appreciate everything y'all do for golf in Georgia. Thank you.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thanks.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Bear with me a bit longer as we go back to the studio for the Player of the Year announcements and some Final Four soccer highlights. We'll be right back.